Okay, guys. So today we are going to discuss about the workspaces. So in general, workspaces are also in other softwares or any. If you have seen in any tool, you might have seen one dashboard, right? So in the same way, here in D365, we'll call it as a workspaces. For example, uh, let us assume that there are multiple departments here, AP and all, right? So everyone, and there will be a reporting managers, stakeholders, business, any management team and all. So whenever they just open this software, immediately they should be able to, in case, for example, most used transactions or most done activities and all. Since even though every business will have all these activities, but among these modules again there will be some specific activities, right? For example, one dealer, I mean one customer will be having only they'll be dealing only with the accounts I mean invoices or any customer receipts and all. So depending on their requirement they can customize this workspace. So the moment you open, so anyhow, Prashant, I yesterday I forgot to give you the access, sorry, Pankaj, but Prashant, you were able to see the screen, right? I mean, did you ever try to log in?
Yes, Srinivas, I tried to log in.
Okay.
It's working fine as of now. Not sure if it gets expired or not because.
No, no, it won't get expired. It won't get
Okay,
expired.
okay,
You just need to keep renewal. You will get an renewal email. Just need to
okay,
click on
okay,
that. All right. So,
okay.
so the moment you open the D365 software, this home in the home page, you can see these options like bank management. These are default workspaces. We will call this box is a right here. We'll call it as a tiles, and these are generally called as a workspaces in D365. In common language, you can call it as a dashboard. The moment you open the software, you should be able to see. You should be, I mean, instead of going to, for example, if you want to go, if you want to get the vendor's payment report, instead of navigating through accounts payable and then see and then clicking on the all vendors, again clicking on the payment pending invoices, instead of going through all this navigation, you can keep it as a shortcut. Even you can call it as a shortcut, but here we'll use a terminology as a workspaces. So and here, as I told, you can relate it to your work, whatever you're doing, right? Since you are working in accounts payable, your role will be restricted to your specific. Even though in your team there might be 10 members, among the 10 members your role will be specific to whatever the activity you are doing. So for that purpose, the ones, let us assume that you are an end user. Instead of using SAP, you are using the Dynamics 365. Daily morning, the moment you open the software, I mean the moment you open this D365 in the home page, you can see here work items assigned to me. In case if you have been allotted to process invoices, let us say 10 invoices, you got the volume, right? So those your activities, whatever you're supposed to do for that particular day or for the next week or whatever the time period that was as per your discussion, those activities it will be reflecting on the screen, and you can customize which what kind of items you need to add here, what kind of how many items or how many lines you should be visible on this home screen. In the same way, even here also, since it is a demo version, all the topics related to all modules, sample wise, like they have kept it as a workspaces. So once, if you're giving this access to the end users, since you are an accounts payable, right? So you will be given only one thing, or any workspace, or one workspace or two workspaces depending on your requirement. Okay, let us assume you have given access to work only on the vendor payments or vendor invoice entry, vendor bidding or vendor information. Only these workspaces it will be shown on your dashboard. Or else, even though these works other workspaces will be visible, but you will not be able to access them. So most of the times, it will be these workspaces will be customized as per the requirement of that particular team. And these are not mandatory that you have to use only this bank management. The names also you can edit, or else if you in case if you want to add any new workspace, you can even create new workspace also. So this workspace, we will call this as a tile, right? So if you just click on right click, wait one, So on any tile, if you just click on right click, you can see personalized data management, right? So you just select this one, and then here you can rename as per your requirement. Instead of data management, if you want just only data, or you can just rename. If you want to hide this workspace, if you're not actively using this workspace, you can hide, or else you can skip the tab key sequence also. You can skip this one. Or if in case if you want to add a new workspace, let us assume that your specific activity will be dealing only with the invoice validation. So the moment you open the workspace, and the moment you open the software, you should be able to see the invoice validation, uh, the pending invoices or anything. So just click on add a workspace. I think new tile should have opened. Yes, you can see, right? So this is a my new workspace which you have created just now. We can rename this one. Just click on personalize my workspace. So I was telling that we are using this workspace for a shortcut for the invoice validation, right? So let us rename it as a invoice validation. 1 minute, guys. All right. So here we can rename it as a invoice validation, since we need this invoice validation. I'll tell you in the next step what all you can see in this, what all you can add in this invoice validation workspace. All right. So and you just need to put your cursor on this field. You can rename and just click on the just take your cursor out of this box and then just click on outside. It will be renamed as an invoice validation. If you just click on this one, okay, it is showing as an empty. The reason being you haven't not given any what all items should be visible on this under this invoice validation. I will show you the other workspace which is already there existing, then you will understand. Okay, let us open bank management. Yeah, so this is already this workspace has been already created. It was a default workspace. If you open this bank management workspace, you can see all bank accounts, all bank statements. These shortcuts you can just make it as a you can mark those here. Like I'll show you in the next step how to add the futures, whatever as per your requirement. In general, in case if you want to go, if you want to check all bank accounts, actual process is you need to open cash and bank management, and then you should select bank accounts. 1 minute, guys. Hello.
Yes, Srinivas, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
sorry, there was some network issue, I guess. I just need to change the space. So here, in general, this is a process, right? Any module it may be, either cash and bank management, accounts payable, anything it may be. You can just this is a actual process. You need to come to that module, select the bank accounts. Yeah. So here you will get all the options. Instead of coming to all this, instead of following all these steps, what best you can do is you can create a workspace here. So this workspace is nothing but it's a shortcut. But here we'll call it as a workspace. That's all. So you're getting my point, right? So what do you mean by workspace or the dashboard? And these workspaces you can customize as per your requirement. Now, uh, For example, since I have not taken I have not started any of the module, right? So it will be a bit difficult in case if I show you the how to add for example, this bank management is a right. Here we can see all bank accounts, open bank reconciliations, and we can even add one more uh, tab as well, or else one more field as well. In the same way, here also, just now we have created, right? I don't know why this name. Okay, I think it didn't save. Let me try to resave it once again. So, okay, okay. Actually, we didn't say this one. I'll show you once again, step by step. Let me try to remove this one. Let us try to create one more workspace. And then we'll try to rename it. Okay, so now it is created, guys. This one invoice validation. Earlier, I have just renamed and I didn't click on this personalized form. So you understood this step, right? If you want to, let us create one more workspace. So you can help me with any of your daily activities, like whatever you're doing. What kind of act? Generally, the moment you open SAP, you'll be able to see the regular tasks, right? So you can help me with any of your activities, whatever you're doing. Prashant and Pankaj, you are already working, right? So on daily basis, you can just tell me any one activity. I'll just rename this here. Hello.
Payment reconciliation.
Yeah. So let us just add payment. All right. So now the payment reconciliation workspace has been created. So this is how we can create n number of workspaces as per our requirement. So instead of going through the actual the navigation process, you can just directly come to this part, and you can, if you open on daily basis, on daily morning, the moment you log in, if you just click on payment reconciliation, all your pending tasks, like whatever that is related to payment reconciliation, will be reflected here. I'll show you what all line items or what all details you are supposed to on to add in this payment reconciliation.
So, Srinivas, I have two questions.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah. So, my first question is like, instead of adding a workspace from the available tiles over here, can't we just go
Mhm.
back into the options in the navigator, the AP, AR tabs, and from there we can
This
add
one you're
directly
telling, right?
over here? Yeah. From here, can't we add any of these reports or some directly in the
Yeah,
workspace?
I was about to show in that only the next step. I'll show you how it is linked. Okay.
Okay.
Here we have created
And
as invoice. Well, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, one more question that earlier you have showed that tasks work to do, right? In the above,
This one
just
work
above that.
items assigned to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. So is it directly linked, or we do have to link that one manually?
All these things can be customized.
Okay.
This is a global, this is a demo version, right? So by
Okay.
default, just for example purpose, they have shown all these details, but later, as per your, because you are in, if you're dealing with accounts payable, your work items will be shown here. If you are into accounts receivable team, then those items will be shown here. These are your activities on daily basis, what are
So
your
so this activities directly gets reflected, or do we have to create that
we need to
linkage?
we need to add all these links and all everything.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So for example, we have created invoice validation and payment reconciliation, and this is also newly we have created vendor payments and all that. I'll just take you through the accounts payable, all vendors details. Okay, we'll create one more workspace. So here we are creating the workspace with the name of sample all vendors. Why is it not showing? Let me create once again. Two workspaces have been already created. Why is it not creating? Prashant, did you open your system?
Yes, Srinivas.
Yeah, can you just try to create a new system once?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
it's
sure.
open already.
Yeah.
I think it is taking time actually to load. Okay, we'll add in this one only, like, for the time being. I'll try to add in this only. We have already created two workspaces, right? Maybe the one more workspace it is not reflecting here. I'll try to add in this invoice validation only all vendor, or else we'll in this invoice validation itself we'll try to add all vendors. Else we'll rename this one. Okay. So instead of creating the new workspace, I have renamed the same existing one into the same all vendors. So in general process, I was telling that if you want to check the details of all vendors, you need to navigate through accounts payable and then select all vendors to get all the details. But in order to add these all vendors details into that workspace, I'll show you the step. It is loading. Okay, it has opened. So you can, if you see here, the moment you open these all vendors, on the this will be the last option. You can see options, right? So here the third one is under this personalized one. We can see add to workspace. Just click on this drop down. Since we have already created the workspace and we have named it as a sample all vendors, we need to select that one. Yeah, sample all vendors we have selected, right? And then I said that box here we'll call it as a tile. So we need to select it as a tile. Just click on configure. Yeah, and here later you can here also you can rename whether if you want to keep it as a sample all vendors or vendors. Let us keep it as a domestic vendors. And then show count on the tile means like how many vendors are there. All the if there is any count related to that particular field, not only for vendors, for even for customers or any payments, how many payments are pending, it will show as a count. You can either enable or disable this one and just click on OK. So now if you come to the home page, we should be able to see let me see. This payment reconciliation sample all vendors, where is it? I think we have renamed this one, but still it is showing as is. Okay.
Hello, Srinivas.
Yeah, tell me, Krishna.
Yeah, even I'm having the same issue when I'm practicing
Is
on the
it
demo version. So I think there is a problem demo
maybe in the
version, it
demo
seems.
version? Okay, maybe we don't have access to change all these things, the default one.
Hmm.
Okay, guys. So this is how in once you get the client version, right? So there you should be able to edit or you can create a number of workspaces, and then you can just go to the actual navigation. Like any, let us go to any accounts. We'll go to any pending in vendor invoices. See, for any function, if you open on the top right side corner in the middle of the screen, you can see options, right? Under these options, you just need to go to the personalize and then click on the add to workspace. Here you need to select the workspace which you have created, and then you just need to select the presentation as a tile. Just click on configure. That's all. So the moment you do this one here, it will the whatever you have selected, right, that will be shown here. Since it is a demo version, we don't have access because sometimes we need to activate the LCS lifecycle services. Then only we'll get options to edit everything. Okay, so this is how workspaces you can create. So you're able to understand, right? So what is the purpose of workspace and how does it reflects the moment you start working using the Dynamics 365? So this is how your daily activity will be starting. I mean, this is the activity for end users, not for consultants. Since you will be giving controls to as per the user requirement, right? So if for accounts payable team, they will be accessible to their work items assigned to them. So this is how you can give to all the modules like accounts payable, accounts receivable, budgeting. Uh, these workspaces can be created. Hello.
Yeah, Srinivas. So we understand like,
Yeah, Prashant
so
Kumar.
we
Yeah, correct.
understand
Tell me.
like this is for easy navigation.
Correct, kind of easy navigation instead of since these activities will be performed on daily basis, right? It
Yeah,
is not
correct.
necessary for you to go through the actual navigation each and every time.
Yeah,
On the daily basis, you can just click on this works
yeah.
tile and you
In
can
SAP, the
perform the
people
activities.
might in SAP people might be using the T codes, transaction codes to move to that
Correct.
form.
Here you need not to remember all those T codes.
Yeah, so
You can
T code tension
directly.
is not there.
Mhm.
So we have form like a tiles. If you want to have a tile type of thing also we can keep, and list form also we can keep.
Yeah.
So
No, this
work
is
item
different.
assigned to me is list form. Huh?
Work items assigned to me, it's a list of the activities, but this is a shortcut. kind of a workspace.
Okay. So alternate for
And one
this
more
is
thing here,
bookmark. There is one more thing called favorite, right?
that is modules. Even favorites also you can keep, but instead of that one, you can keep this as a workspace. This is easy, right, compared to the works. The favorites also you can keep. That's not a problem.
Yeah, this is also one alternate way for the end users.
And here you can see the calendar, right? So if you want to perform if you want to see details, for example, in the anything related to vendor payments, if you want to see vendor payments till the 27th, you can select the 27th. So it will show details of the vendor payment, and it will ask you to the confirmation. Do you want to change your session date to 12/27/2021? If you say yes, so now if you click on this vendor payments, transactions up to 27th only you will be able to see, and then for 28th and 29th it will not reflect. In case if you select 20, and if you just click on yes, transactions related up to 20, only up to 20 it will be reflecting. This helps you whenever you want to post any past dated transactions, or if you want to see transactions related to till that date, you can change this calendar. So once you done this activity, and then if you just refresh, it will come to the normal date. So this is how workspaces will help you to use your daily activities instead of going to the actual navigation. Okay, so for the timing, let us stop with this workspace topic itself, because even Pankaj also, I need to show him the access. And Prashant, anyhow, you got an access, right? And then one
Yes,
more guy, what is his name? Rajesh.
Rajesh. Yeah, I helped
Yeah.
him having access. I mean, he's able to do that.
Okay, so you can just guide him
Yeah,
how to get that access and all.